Hello everyone, this is Romario with a new Legacy video, and for this league, I am going to try to play some Mystic Forge combo. But before we get started, I would like for you to please hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the like button, leave any comments below. I love reading the comments that you guys leave on the decks I play, some of the plays that I made. So I played a bunch of like Ancient Tomb decks in the past. I haven't had a chance to try any of those Mystic Forge Karn Glaring Fleshraker decks yet. It is a little different than most of the Ancient Tomb decks I played in the past. Usually they involve playing Chalice of the Void. But this deck, it's really good and it's been doing well lately. So I was like, well, I've got a couple of big events coming up soonish. So I kind of wanted to give it a try. And I was like, well, maybe I should record the video too and see what you guys think about it. I think the deck is also well positioned. I see having good results lately on challenges and leagues. This deck did win last year's Eternal Weekend in North America. Obviously, we had the Vexing Bauble too. That card has since then got banned from the format, but the deck's still very strong. And it's a deck that's trying to produce a lot of mana real fast and cast some very powerful artifacts. So we got Ancient Tombs. It also uses the ability of, not ability, but I guess the synergy of Planar Nexus and Urza's Towers to, for you to get to 4 mana as soon as turn 2. Obviously, you're playing a deck that's playing a bunch of artifacts. Urza Saga, it's very good. We have a bunch of really good targets for Urza Saga's last ability. And also is using an addition of Urza's Workshop. We are playing 3 Urza's lands plus Planar Nexus. It's also Urza land. and just a bunch of fast mana. Lotus Petals, Mox Opal, Candelabra of Tawnos. I would say it's like a newish addition to this deck. Sometimes I used to see this card being played in these decks and sometimes I didn't. But then lately it seems like all of them have adopted to play at least one copy of Candelabra, which again is another card you can find in Urza Saga. Expedition Map can help you find more Urza's Sagas. You have the seven keys. I guess I can call it like that. We have 4 copies of Manifold Key and Voltaic Key. Both of them work really well with Grim Monolith and Basalt Monolith. It's just another way for you to produce more mana. And they also help untapping the One Ring and Mystic Forge. So the keys are very good. You could say they're a key part of the deck. We also got like a copy of Pithing Needle, Soul Guardian Lantern. Again, just cards that really good with you can find Urza Saga. And like I mentioned, Grim Monolith and Basalt Monolith, those are the 2 best ways for you to ramp. Glaring Fleshraker, it does 2 things. One, it helps you ramp, and also it's a win con for this deck. Karn the Great Creator, just an amazing card in the current format. And we got a whole Karn wish board here that I'll go over in a second. Mystic Forge is one of the cards, I guess, kind of glues the deck together. It helps you kind of go off and combo, since we have a bunch of very cheap artifacts. And Glaring Fleshraker plus Mystic Forge, hopefully we'll see happen a couple of times in this league, but it's really, really good. The One Ring, very powerful artifact, probably the most powerful artifact we can play in Legacy at the moment. And then the last card I'm going to talk about is Kozilek's Command. That card just does everything that this deck wants. It kills things like Collector Oof. It deals with graveyards. If it's a combo turn, you can stack your deck with using the scry part. I mean, the card has the modes all of them are very good, right? And you get to choose 2 of them. Mana usually is not an issue for you to cast this card. It's just a very powerful card, right? And then on the sideboard, like I mentioned, we have a Karn wish board basically here, except for the 3 black cards that are up here. Everything else are cards that you can find with Karn. Portable Hole is just a removal spell that we can use for that we can find with Karn. Tormod Crypt, again, is just a card that you can kind of supplement Soul Guardian Lantern. We got Disruptor Flute, similar effect to Pithing Needle that you can't find with Urza Saga, but you can find with Karn the Great Creator. Liquimetal Coating is just a card that sometimes you can just lock your opponents out of the game by turning their lands into artifacts, and you can destroy them with Karn the Great Creator's first ability. Ensnaring Bridge is a card that's still very good. It's not very reliable as it was before. We are seeing a lot of the blue decks playing main decks Brazen Borer. And with Petty Theft being a card that people can play in their tempo and blue black reanimator decks. So it's not as reliable as it was before, but it's still a very good card. There's some decks that will have a hard time dealing with Ensnaring Bridge if you have, 1 or 0 cards in your hand. There's another copy of Mystic Forge in the sideboard that, again, you can just find it with Karn. Paradox Engine is a card that like helps you kind of combo. Paradox Engine plus the One Ring sometimes just like means that you draw your deck. And then everyone, I don't know if you guys know the interaction of Mycosynth Lattice and Karn the Great Creator. So Karn the Great Creator is a one-sided no rod. That means that activated abilities of artifacts your opponent control can be activated. Mycosynth Lattice makes everything into an artifact. So if you have those two in play, your opponent can't cast anything because all their lands will be artifacts. And then Karn says you can tap them. And then, of course, the cards that you can search with Karn is like one search for extraction. Again, we've seen like the heavy presence of decks like Upsal Spells and Blue-Black Reanimator in the formats. The card's good. Dismember, I mostly think the card is just for Collector Roof, and it's not as common, but I still see some people playing Teague, and that makes sense because a lot of the cards that we have in the deck that are relevant are either cost 4 mana or they have X on their casting cost. So having a way to deal with a card like Teague, obviously very relevant. And then for cops, Leyline the Void, and again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record until either those decks are not at the top of the meta, or if they get banned or whatever. But yeah, Upsal Spells, Blue-Black Reanimator, Leyline the Void, very strong card against those decks. But yeah, deck again, it's pretty straightforward. Like we're playing fast mana and playing powerful artifacts, and we have cards like Glaring Fleshraker and Kozilek's Command that can help just kind of like win the game. So we'll see you guys here for round 1. Excited for this one. It is a league that I am recording for content creation, of course, but it's also like a way for me to test this deck for like I said, a few important events I want to play in paper. All right, so we're here for round 1. It looks like I will be on the draw. I rolled a 2. My opponent rolled a 5. So let's see what kind of hand we get. Mulligan, very important with this deck. And I think this one's a mulligan, right? Because we can't really cast anything on turn 1, right? So it'll be a Lotus Petal, but then I lose Lotus Petal. So yeah, this is definitely a mulligan. If there was a way for me to cast Monolith even on turn 2, it would be okay, but this is not a keepable hand. This one looks bad too. Looks like we're gonna go to 5. I am going to keep this one. So I don't think I need Lotus Petal, and I probably don't need Planar Nexus, I think. So Key, very good if I draw any Monolith or Basalt Monolith. There's only one copy of Basalt Monolith, so a little less unlikely. So I'm gonna play Saga. We do have an Ancient Tomb that can start making tokens. It's possible that we're playing against a deck that's playing Entomb, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't get Entomb reanimated on turn 1. Oh, okay, so there will be no Entomb on turn 1 from the opponent. But I mean, they can still do that on turn 2. But if Urza Saga gets to get to the 3rd chapter before anything bad happens, we got Guardian Lantern. Again, it's not guaranteed that they're playing Blue-Black Reanimator. It could be Doomsday or some other variation, but very likely that we're going to see some cards like Bowmasters and Tamiyo. All right, so opponent's going to Wastelander, Urza Saga, and I got Tamiyo. Let's see what we're going to draw. Okay, I think I'm still going to play Saga number 2. We have Pithing Needle in the deck, and we have Guardian Lantern. So there's options to deal with Tamiyo. They're going to swing for 1. For 1. You're going to swing with Tamiyo for 0. All right, so that's a Basalt Monolith. That's good. I think I'm just gonna make a token. Is that correct? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna make a token. You're gonna draw a card. Okay. It might be that this plan is a little slow now, but all right. So Brainstorm. I was thinking maybe I should Kozilek's Command, but I feel like I'm walking to a daze with that, and that would not be good. Okay, they play a Saga. All right, so they're not playing Reanimator. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna make a token, and then on my turn, I am going to make another token, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab Pithing Needle and Tamiyo. Season Scholar. All right, that's the one I want to name. All right, so I'm going to play Mox Opal. Unfortunately, I can't play Basalt Monolith this turn. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and attack my opponent. And I have a bunch of options for next turn, right? I can cast Basalt Monolith, or I can K-command something. Yeah, so I have 8 cards in hand. That's crazy. Orcish Bowmasters. Retrofit a Foundry. Okay. Interested. I'd like to play this as sorcery speed. Alright, so I'm gonna try to play this thing. Okay. So I could kill those 2 and then swing for 12.
No, I think I'm just gonna play Karn. Not really sure I'm gonna get with Karn if it resolves. I don't think it's gonna resolve, but if it was going to resolve. Oh, it did. All right, let me see what I got here that I can. I mean, I could get something silly like a portable hole and try to kill Bowmasters. I could also get a Liquimetal Coating. I think that might be good. Yeah, they can't activate Retrofit or Foundry. This also makes this the tokens bigger. Okay, that was enough to win this game one. I'm still a little not really sure what to make when my opponent is playing. I think the Soulguide Lantern could probably be something else. I just don't. I guess I can bring like Disruptor Flute instead of a Soulguide Lantern. The only problem is that I can't search that with Saga. Maybe I'm not even supposed to change anything. Maybe I can just ship it back like this. I mean, Dismember can kill like a Tameo. You know what? I'm just gonna ship it back like this. I'm not really sure. Like Tameo is of course kind of scary, but I already have the Kozilek's command in my deck. I also have Karns that can find Disruptor Flute, and I have the Pithing Needle. So like the cards I was thinking like maybe cutting would be like a Candelabra and a Soulguide Lantern and bring two Dismembers, but I don't know if I want to go that deep. And they all seem to be like an artifact deck, so like okay, I think I can keep this 7. It's pretty similar to the one I kept last game. But they also kept their 7, except Manifold Key is a little bit better. I hate to say that because Voltaic Key is like one of my favorite cards from the Urza's blocks set, but Manifold Key just happens to be better because it makes your things unblockable. All right, so I'm gonna try to play. I don't think they're gonna daze this one, right? All right, I'll play on Mox Opal too. All right, so next turn, if I wanted to, I guess I could entomb and then play Manifold Key and then make a token and pass. But that might be a little more efficient. But then if they counter Manifold Key, then what do I do? Okay, so they thought sees me. There's a map too. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna be greedy here. I think I'm just gonna chill. Next turn I can play more because I'm not looking for any lands right now except for Saga, and I already have another Saga in hand. So they have white. I wonder if they're playing a card like Wrath of the Skies, but it would be interesting to have a card like Wrath of the Skies in a deck that's playing Urza Sagas. And so now I actually have Metalcraft too. I couldn't use the Marsh Flats. I think I'm gonna try to do that. Does it kill Tameo? Because if it kills Tameo, then I think is there any reason for me to overextend here? I don't think so. The cracking your clue. Okay. All right. That was the match. 1-0. I'll see you guys here for round 2. All right, so we're back here for round 2, and again, I will be on the draw. And oof, can I keep this hand? Is that turn 1 Fleshraker, but it's like super vulnerable? All right, I'm gonna no. Can I keep this one? I don't think so, right? I mean, I could play a land and pass, and then play Paddle Fleshraker and play Paddle, and then Candelabra. Is that good? The problem like Candelabra doesn't do anything if I don't have lands to make more mana. I think what I want to do here. I think I am going to. That's a tough one. So let's save. Well, no, I think I'm going to mulligan this one. This seems way better. So I'm going to keep the big hitters instead of the key. Oh, okay. Some kind of stacks type of deck. That's interesting. So in that case, with this, then it's going to cost 1 more. All right. I think next turn I can play Saga. So Urza's Workshop also doesn't make extra mana until I have Metalcraft, right? So okay, so this is lands, right? I said some kind of stacks deck, no, but it's lands, I think. Is it? Maybe. All right, so where's the Saga? And all this stuff costs 5 mana now. I should be playing like 1 waste too. I noticed that sometimes I get paired against people that are playing Boseiju. And having a land that I could search for Boseiju would be kind of nice. Oh, okay. Pretty sure I'm getting wastelanded here. Oh, they went for Planar Nexus. Okay, all right. I guess I'll play a Workshop, and I am going to pass. And the question is, do I want to make a token? So if I make a token, what does that help me? Probably not much. No. All right, so I think I have to make mana. If I get Mox Opal, well, no, it's not the time from Opal. So Thespian Stage. Okay, and I can play another land. And I guess I have to kind of cross my fingers here and draw either 1 or 0 drop artifacts. So like another Mox, like another Lotus Petal or Maze of Ith. Okay, Maze of Ith is annoying, the current situation, but not terrible. All right, so I'm going to cast this Voltaic Key. I do get a spawn. I'm not going to attack because I'm not going to waste my opponent's time. Okay, so next turn, if everything goes okay, I should be able to guess the one ring, right? But their own Saga. Is this symmetrical or just you control? Okay, so not. The problem is that I don't have metal craft, right? Okay. This is gonna work then. Cool. That was a good draw. All right, so I am going to get Mox Opal, I guess. I'll play a Saga. So now this thing is making 3 mana. 4, 5. I'll play the one ring. So I get the one ring protection. I'll draw a card. Yeah, I can play this. Second this. Cool. And I mean, I couldn't tap this to draw more cards, but I think I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, attacking still doesn't do anything. Yeah, the sphere resistance, I think the only way I have to deal with that is with a portable hole, right? That deals effects. No, yeah, okay. So as long as it's not an all-land. Okay. All right. Forest. Nice choice of forest. I love me some Mirage foil. I mean, forest. Okay. I guess I'm going to draw some more cards. All right. So now it's interesting because that makes the thing make more mana, right? So that's 3, 4. Can play this. I know it's kind of not mana neutral, but having the tokens makes a huge difference. So that's 4, 5. Mystic Forge, really what I want to do. I guess so. I think I'm going to burn that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, one more. I think I'm just going to use the Lotus Petal. Black mana for good luck. And I think now I can kind of ignore the sphere resistance. All right, so I'm going to cast this. I'll just sack this guy. And let me yield this because it's going to be too many triggers. All right, so I guess the play now is to sack this guy. So if I need to untap the ring, right? Then draw more cards. Then I can cast this for free basically. And I think I have it now, right? Because now I'll have a couple more triggers. Oh, it costs 2. Forgot that. Yeah, I think that should do it. It's pretty bananas when you have 2 Fleshrakers. All right, so it's lands. Maybe I'm just not very good with this deck, which I probably am not, but I don't think I should also sideboard anything here. Like the Leyline of the Void is good, but it has to be in my hand, and it's not, I don't feel like it's game winning. Maybe the Candelabra and Expedition Map are not that great. I mean, Surgical is okay because I can take out Life from Alone, but Expedition Map is okay, I think. I mean, I could bring like some like Tormod's Crypt that I can find with Saga. It's also 0 mana thing. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. I mean, there's Kozilek's Command and there's Soul Guiding Lantern and Pithing Needle. This hand is not very good. Also, the thing I really have to worry about here is like, no, getting hit by a Force of Vigor. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep this one. Maybe it's the Voltaic Key. Yeah, I think it's the Voltaic Key. Because that one just has to be just like chill on the board and doesn't really do anything right now. And I feel like Petal can help me speed up like casting like the one ring or I don't know, Karn. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. After I put the key on the bottom. All right. So if Saga gets Wasteland, I guess I just play Ancient Tomb and pass, or maybe play Ancient Tomb and Monolith. All right, I think I'm going to make a token then. I mean, it feels like they might have an answer to my tokens, right? So then maybe they have Force of Vigor in hand. That's why they didn't want to like Wasteland Saga. It goes quarter. Okay. Yeah, they definitely have a Force of Vigor. So I am going to do this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to make mana. I guess I'm just going to Soul Guiding Lantern, I guess. I'll do this. And could play this one, Grim Monolith. I guess I'm looking for 4. And I don't think I need to overextend here anymore. I'll Sage you. All right. I should have a waste in my deck. All right, so it goes quarter. No, yeah, I don't have anything to grab my deck. So as it stands, they don't have a way to make my Elijah at the end of my turn. So Workshop. I think I'm just going to play Tower and pass. I think I'm just going to sit on this Soul Guiding Lantern because I can't take... I wouldn't be able to beat Life from Alone even without an exploration play. Oh, another one. Hey, do I draw a card? No, I don't think so. All right. Now I need to draw one of those needles. I mean, not needles, keys. The Lotus Petal. All right, that's not terrible. Maybe next turn I can fire a Kozilek's Command for some tokens and scry. So it really costs 3 mana, right? So that's 3. So 1, 2, 3. So it's only 3 Crucible Worlds. Wow. Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, I think that changed my plans a little bit. This Urza's Workshop has to stay in playlist for 1 turn though. Or I just have to draw like a Voltaic Key, right? No, actually it doesn't do it because if I... No, it does, because then I can tap 2 Voltaic Key and tap Grim Monolith. Yes. Is it a Wasteland? Okay. Yeah, Voltaic Key, I guess, does it. Well, any land really, so I can play Monolith. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna play this thing. I trigger this, and this guy gonna untap this. Then this is gonna play this, makes more mana, and then this is gonna tap to make this. And I go to 11, right? Okay, and I can attack. Let me see if they're gonna do anything, because I might just wanna. But then it's only for 2, so I can exile 2 cards and then cry and draw a card. I guess I'm gonna do that then. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Exile up to X cards and do this one here, I think. Right, so choose target player. Okay, and then these 2. Okay, done. And then, all right. I should have just done this on my turn. I don't know why I went into their turn. Sure, I'm not. I think that works. I think I need to draw a land so I can. Actually, the Mystic Forge doesn't even. Is Mystic Forge gonna be relevant here? Maybe it's not. No, it's not, right? Because it costs 1 more, and then. All right. Well, all right. Opponent successfully performed their combo. No. Oh, I was clicking the wrong thing. I meant to concede there. Yeah, Voltaic Key wouldn't really matter. Yeah, I think that's. I mean, Surgical is okay. I guess maybe I should have Tormod's Crypt then, since they have Crucible Worlds. Disruptor Flute's okay too, but yeah. But if I start deciding out too much, then that kind of dilutes my deck, and then I'm gonna have a bad time. All right, I think I'm gonna keep this one. It's a turn 1 Fleshraker. This card seems to be the glue that's making this deck work for me so far. So if you don't have an answer for this, then those 2 can. All right, Sphere Resistance. Feel like I got my creature under that. Yeah, I think I still play Saga. I play this thing. So they're already at 15. There's the Ancient Tomb. I really want to untap before casting my Kozilek's command. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, actually, hold on a second. I just realized this. I can do this, and it's basically the same. Sorry, still learning the intricacies of this deck. Okay, because of Sphere Resistance, again, I don't think they can do this. I think I'm just gonna make a token, make another token. I think I just Needle Thespian Stage again. I get the ring protection for a turn. Cool. All right, so those is round 2. See you guys here for round 3. All right, so we're back here for round 3, and again, I'll be on the draw. And this hand is not keepable. This is a lot more convenient on Magic Online because you don't have to, shuffle your deck. But this is one of those decks that, I guess pretty much any deck that you don't have any cantrips and ways to manipulate your deck, you should, learn how to mulligan. Okay, so this one's a keepable hand. Now, what's important here? So Candelabra, it could be good because we do have lands that tap for more than 1 mana, but I think it'll be quite painful to keep untapping them. So I think I'm just gonna put that one back, and then I have to think here how I want to do it, because Saga is great, but then it'll be really hard for me to do. Oh, we're playing against this deck. All right, so definitely have to go fast here. This deck gets out of hand really fast. All right, so we're gonna play Monolith, Lotus Petal. Oh, is Magic Online not working out for me now? Okay, so I think we're gonna play Mystic Forge first, and I'm going to pass the turn. I think I'm gonna have to play the One Ring in my Hail Mary, please don't kill me turn. Also Pride, yeah, that is a wasteland. Okay, not scary because we have the One Ring and Mystic Forge plus Voltaic Key and mana, etc. All right, so I do have to play this. I'm going to untap this. I'm gonna play this guy. All right. I don't think I'm dead next turn yet. I can't block that guy because it flies. Okay, all right. So if they don't kill my Fleshraker, I think I should win this game now. They're at 27 life though. All right, so I'm gonna do this. So first this, and I'm gonna yield the thing here because I don't think I want Expedition Map, right? Because I'll probably not. Did I already play a land this turn? So I guess I can do it like this because it's kind of mana neutral at this point. Okay, now I can draw a card. Fleshraker. Right, so I'm going to untap this thing. Tap it. I'm going to play this guy. Okay, I could cast Kozilek's Command for free, right? It's the same as each mana. Yeah, okay. I mean for 0. I can draw a card. Okay, hold on. Where are the modes that I chose? Target player. Target player. No? This is gonna look really funny when I realize that I can't do something. Oh, I know what it is. It's because of the one ring. I can't target myself, right? Yep. Okay. So I guess I'm going to exile target creature and exile target to the yeah. Okay. So creature and this. It's gonna be 0 because I don't even have mana to cast. Can I? Okay. Fine, I'll figure out how to use my card. So I'm gonna tap this. I mean not tap, but sack this, cast this. I also should put a yield on this. Okay. Then I think this makes sense, right? To do this. Oh no. I was about to untap this, but maybe I should just untap the ring. Yeah, I should have probably done that. Okay, well alright, so now this deck, Needle, Soul Guiding Lantern. I mean, Needle can still name Wasteland, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know if it's very relevant. Most likely I'm gonna have to deal with a turn 1 Deafening Silence. So yeah, maybe I'll keep Needle here, and I kind of just don't want to get myself Wastelanded, really. I think everything else should be fine. I guess having a removal spell, yeah, it's really tough to sideboard with this deck because unless I'm playing against, let's say if I'm playing against Oops or Reanimator, then yeah, I know I need to bring Leyline in the Void and search for Extraction. But I guess some of these other decks, I don't think I want to sideboard too much because the main deck's already kind of tight. Or like I mentioned, if I'm playing against Gaddock Teague, then of course I need to bring Dismembers. But other than that, I think it's kind of just, if I was playing paper, I'll probably just like stare at my deck for a second and present my deck from opponent to cut. This hand is for sure a keep, right? That guy. All right. I'm just gonna kill it. I'll play Lotus Petal and I'll pass. I mean, I can have no rod, right? Stony Silence. Okay. I can't deal with permanent though. Ooh, because yeah, I don't have white mana now. That's gonna be a tough one to beat Stony Silence, I guess. Okay. Amped Raptor and a Johnny. Alright, so I think I need to create tokens and do this thing. And Dismember. Probably yes. I mean, I can kill both of their creatures, but I think I need to hold on. Voltaic Key doesn't really do anything, right? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. The best it can do is just being like another artifact for like an Urza Saga token. Alright, so they're gonna swing for 4. Game is not looking very good now. Yeah, I don't have a way to deal with Stony Silence. And I think I said something about like Portable Hole can deal like with things like that, but I don't think it does, right? Because I don't have access to white mana. Like Karn right now, let me see if I hear anything. Maybe I'm missing something. Like Paradox Engine, obviously it's cool, but it doesn't do anything here. And if I tap for Karn, I think I just die. So I can't. So I need to cast Kozilek's Command to kill one of those two and make some mana. Disruptor Flute. Okay, I think it's gonna resolve. I mean, it's gonna resolve anyways because I'm not playing counter magic. But Kozilek's Command. Yeah, I think they got it. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. I mean, I could cast my own Disruptor Flute and name Stony Silence, but the other option here is to try to win with tokens. So I can try to do that. So like if I get to untap my Saga, alright, I think I'm gonna keep this one. It lacks like some kind of speed, but I think Fleshraker is one way to beat any kind of artifact hate that I can have. All right, so let's play this one first. The next thing I can play Saga. If I draw Lotus Petal or Monolith, then I can Cabal Therapy. Okay, they give me Fleshraker, I guess, maybe. Grim Monolith. That's a good name too. It'd be funny if I draw Monolith. No, not a Monolith. All right, so the plan here is to just make some tokens, I guess. Amped Raptor. All right, Thoughtseize. All right, and they get to flashback the thing too. Wow, it's pretty good. You'll probably just take this guy, right? Unless they're scared that I can top deck a land that taps. Oh, they got Fleshraker. Okay. All right, so if I draw a land that allows me to cast the One Ring, I might just do it. I don't have Metalcraft, right? And I can't have Metalcraft this turn. All right, let's play this thing then. So now this does make more mana, right? Because now I have Metalcraft. Oh, and I can play this. And I can play this. And that turns into this. I think I'm just going to pass now. Disruptor Flute. Okay, the One Ring. So I think now I'm interested in Karn, right? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a token. So I get Mox Opal, untap this. I think I played this, cast this. Okay, this can go grab Portable Hole, I think. I haven't played a land this turn yet, so maybe I don't do this. Cool. All right, so 3-0. Scared of Stony Silence, but they never cast this game, so. All right, see you guys here for round 4. All right, we're back here for round 4, and again, I'll be on the draw. I'd like to win the die roll at least once. Okay, so, I mean, I think this hand is pretty good. We have different plans here, right? I can cast Fleshraker in turn 2, or we can play Saga, Soulguiding Lantern, pass. Yeah, also have the little synergy here of all the 3 Saga lands. I mean, Urza lands. Urza has a workshop. All right, so it's a Ponderino. I'm almost like inclined to just play Saga and then Soulguiding Lantern in case they are playing Reanimator. Yeah, I think I'm still going to do that. Oh, we're playing against Doomsday. Okay. All right, let's see what we're going to do. All right, so I have a few options here. One of them is to, I mean, that's based off, of course, what I have in hand now, not what my next draw step. But we can try to get them with a Kozilek's command and try to get them to draw an extra card. A Glaring Fleshraker, I don't think I can do enough damage to kill them, but I can. It kind of depends what I draw. If it's like a key, maybe, right? Because for each artifact, I mean, for each colorless spell that I cast, I do 1 point of damage. So, all right, let's see what they do first. I also got to see what gets exiled. See if they have any dazes or force of wills available. It's pretty cool that they have this matching art from the, I mean, I forget what set this is, but they have the secret, I guess. It's funny they have, they're kind of like off the frame here, but yeah, at least they have matching ones. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so it looks like my opponent made their pile. They're playing white with the fairy, so they're playing an Esper list. All right, so before I actually take my turn, I'm going to take a look at what they got there. It's another ancient tomb, but it doesn't really help them that much. Okay, so it looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4 days in exile. So there's no more days in the deck, or there isn't like in their hand or anything. I believe I'm going to see a force wheel that's missing from here, right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it does look like they still have a force of will. Yeah, so I might just be toast here. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. They have 1 force of will in their either in their deck or in their hand. I could just play the Monolith and pass, because Monolith and then Fleshraker doesn't really do anything. I could also try to draw. Maybe I can just try to draw a key. No. All right. Well, I'm just gonna play this and I'll say go. The only thing I can do is try to get them with a Kozilek's command, I think. So Teferi, Lotus Petal. All right, Doomsday, Thoughtseize. Okay. Oh, they're just gonna pass. Did I just punt by trying to make this whole play here? Like, I'm just gonna, I could to their Street Wraith. There's no Edge of Autumn. If I get a Candelabra, can I make more mana? What if I just play a Mox Opal? Wow, I feel silly now for not making a token, I guess. I think I'm gonna go with this plan. I'll play a Fleshraker. Maybe they force this one. Because Kozilek's command plus Voltaic Key could exile Thassa's Oracle. Alright, so I guess the game now becomes about trying to win with Kozilek's command, right? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't do enough damage. Consider. Okay. So they put on top. Okay. Ponder. If I do it now, I think it's the same thing, right? Now they only have 1 card in hand, and I just need to make them draw a card. So the first one, I'm just going to do both of them. All right. So game 2, I think I want a Surgical instead of Soulguiding Lantern. I think that's it. Because I don't think they pivot into any kind of creature plan, right? I'm trying to say, I mean, obviously Disruptor Flute is very good, but I mean, there's 4 copies of Karn in my main deck and there's only 1 copy of Disruptor Flute in the sideboard. So chances are that I can draw Karn and cast that instead of, having it in my hand. And I think Surgical might just be a little better because it can mess up their pile. As someone that has played tons of Doomsday, it is not a game-winning play, but if you just need 1 more turn, then yes, it's very good. right, so this hand is... Can I keep this one? I mean, I could do some silly thing like name Street Wraith with this and hope to draw another land. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. If I draw any land or key, I kept 6. All right. Oh crap. All right. Doomsday on turn 1. Now, when you cast Doomsday on turn 1 like this, you should have a plan, right? So that's gonna be the exile pile right here. Let's see what my opponents, what pile they're making. I don't remember if they had, I don't know if they had any cards that were like good against my deck. Like they might have consigned to memory, but I don't even think that's something that Doomsday is interested. Usually Doomsday wants to deal with opposing combo decks in tempo. Pretty much everything else is like you're covered. They have Prismatic Ending. Okay, that's a play you can make, I guess. I mean, a card you can have in your deck. All right, so Soul Land here would be ideal. It's not a Soul Land. So let's start with a Needle. Oh, they have no Rod too. Holy crap. All right, so we're gonna go with Street Wraith because I know they have Street Wraith, and maybe that slows them down a little bit. They have Force Negation too. I kind of expect that anyways. All right, so they're not playing anything again. So Planar Nexus, it does count towards the Metalcraft, and I'm sorry, Monolith Cancer is Metalcraft, and then Planar Nexus is a Urza land too. I wonder if they're gonna try to daze this. They did not want to daze it. I'm gonna brainstorm. Okay, so I don't think there's a way for me to stop them because they can fetch. I get to see what they have in their deck, but no, there is a possibility here that they don't draw the right part. Okay, so their hand is Force. That's their library. They have a Swords to Plowshares. Interesting. They have Days Force of Will. Okay. So there's no Street Wraith in their deck. Alright, I'm gonna exile that, I guess. Alright, yeah, I can't beat that. Cool. Alright, so they have no Rod, and I don't think it really matters. So you have to keep a faster hand, I guess. Prismatic Ending, I guess okay. Dismember is a card that like maybe I can get them with it, but I don't know. I still saw, no, there's Teferi, so maybe Needle can still name Teferi. But alright, so I'm gonna be on the play on this one. Let me see. So that doesn't work, right? Because it's 1/2 Monolith, I guess. I guess it does work. If Monolith resolves. I'm only going to 6. Yeah. So Lotus Petal, Nexus, Monolith, Glaring Fleshraker, Mox Opal. It's a start, I guess. Black mana for good luck. Alright, I'm gonna pass. So Voltaic Key. Any of the keys would be fine here. I guess a Soul Land also works. Just so I can cast Karn, right? Another Lotus Petal will be good too, because then it triggers the spawn, and then I can just cast Karn. Oh, hang on a second. This does not have, I don't have Metalcraft, so never mind. So that'll just be 3 mana. I guess just like a really like a 0 mana artifact or a key, Voltaic Key or Manifold Key. And I like Glaring Fleshraker because it's a really good way for me to beat no Rod. So there's that. So I can't do anything here. Damn you. Okay, then I guess I just wait. Because now I do have Threshold. I mean, not Threshold. Metalcraft. What is it back again? Scholar. Okay. Cool. They can attack, but maybe they don't even have a land number 2. I don't know. And if they flip with Brainstorm, then we just had that card in play. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ponder. Alright. Where's the Saga would be a good draw here. Or actually, you know what? Or is this Tower? I keep forgetting that synergy is in my deck. Yeah, I guess I want to cast this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I couldn't tap Monolith, but then I'm losing some mana. Alright, so they don't have Force. I'm trying to resolve this Karn. I mean, they can Brainstorm response, I guess. If I tick down, I don't really have anything I want. I mean, I can get Tormod's Crypt. That way we'll keep Mox Opal. Yeah, okay. So they are going to cast a Brainstorm, I think. So that flips. This could be the match here, actually. If they find a Force of Over Days, then Tamio flips and they can Prismatic Ending Needle, and then didn't happen. So no, the other option was to actually make this into a 1/1 and attack for 1. Didn't even think about that until after I clicked. I think I'm gonna get Disruptor Flute. I mean, Tormod's Crypt is not terrible if they're trying to... I'm going to Liquimetal Coating. There you go. That kind of forced them to try to do something about Mox Opal. Yeah, I think actually making Needle into a creature and attack for 1 would have probably been better. All right, opponent's deep in the tank there. Yeah, so like Karn is kind of hard for them to Prismatic Canyon, right? I don't think they can. They're in Asper colors. With the information that I know, seems like they could get rid of Needle with Prismatic Canyon and tick up Tamio, I guess. I'm gonna go for Mox Opal. Okay. All right, so Doomsday. If I draw a land, I could tick down Karn and grab Flute and then name Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, I think that might be one of my better options, I guess. So I really have to draw land. Oh, I should look at the stuff that's in exile. So this is their hand that I know of. There's a Tamio, and then the 4 Ponders that I surgical away. Every time I cast a Surgical Extraction like this, I just remember how absurd it was to have Gitaxian Probe in the format. Like, any deck could play that card. I mean, any deck can still play Surgical, but it was just such a... Doomsday was really good with a... I mean, not really good, but Gitaxian Probe was very good in Doomsday. All right, so what are we looking at here? So I guess I still have 1 No Rod in the deck. I think I saw 2 last game, and there's 1 in exile from the Doomsday pile. Okay, so no Rod, Force of Will. Let's see. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are no Force of Wills. I don't see any Dazes. I wonder if they side them out. And Force of Negation, I don't think I'm gonna worry about too much of them because they could have just those 2 in the deck. Okay, so okay, here's a Tamio land. All right, let's kill this. But I think I might just be dead this turn. Yep, there is 4 Devotion. Cool. All right, so this was round 4. All right, see you guys here for round 5. Well played, my Doomsday opponent. All right, so we're back here for the 5th and final round of the league. Oh, finally I'll be on the play. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one. That's right, I forgot that. Does this make any color? Oh no, you have to filter. Okay. So my Magical Line tries to get me to do that. Or is a bubble. I'm playing against a Core Steel Cutter type of that. That's what it is. Okay. It's DRC. No, Ponder. All right. Feels a lot better when my life total is not pressured from turn 1. Not a bubble. Okay. Or the tower. Darn it. And they 100% dazed this if they have. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not too worried about this one because I do have another one and another Manifold Key. So like, obviously if you get Wasteland here would suck, but I guess can always draw. Oh, they went for the Saga. Okay. I'm going to play Monolith. I mean, not Monolith. I wish you could play Monolith. I'm going to play Manifold Key. Here's another key. That's 1 turn too late. I guess if I draw any of this, is that a Murktide? Yeah, it's going to be kind of tough now because now I have to resolve. It's a 5/5. Okay. This land. All right. Let's see if this resolves. Probably shouldn't resolve if they have a Force of Will, but who knows? Maybe they're trying to counter the payoff card. All right. So I think I'm going to try to cast everything I can. I'm going to try to cast Karn, and I can try to put Ensnaring Bridge in play. So they're going to fort. They had a Brazen Board too. So they could have just Brazen Board, but they didn't want to do it. Okay. If they don't attack Karn, do I even have anything I want to grab here? Maybe Paradox Engine or Mystic Forge. Maybe I just get Mystic Forge if they... I can also get Flute and then just name Force of Will, I guess, to make sure the One Ring resolves. I can swing at Karn. Okay. Karn is down. Not a Murktide? Okay. All right, opponents. Be that way. And I'm going to do like this because I think I want to tap my ring a couple of times if this resolves. Okay. And I haven't played a land neither. All right. Now it's a bit tricky. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should just... No, hold on a second. I don't want to... Definitely don't want to lose just to a daze, right? Hold on a second. Maybe I just make more mana. All right, let's do like this. Okay, so that... I couldn't tap the ring and draw that plus something else. No, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, they consider they saved me from having to try to figure this out. I think I'm gonna have a hard time against Meltdown, no matter how I slice it. So I'm just gonna ship it back like this. Yeah, I think I just have to have like a fast hand somehow. Maybe win with a Fleshraker. I don't know if maybe instead of having Soul Guide Lantern, just have Disruptor Flute for Wastelands and Force of Will. But this one is a mulligan. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can keep this one. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I can play out everything in my hand, right? They did a mulligan. All right. DRC, that's a good one on turn 1. Not happy to see that. All right, but I think last game, the only reason why I won is because they, instead of having a creature in turn 1, they pondered, and then it took 3 turns for them to cast the first creature. I mean, it was a Murktide, but it was only like a 5/5 too. So, all right. So I expect this game to go a lot different than the other one. I mean, I could also just be even more greedy and just play Fleshraker on turn 1, but I think that's terrible in this situation. I think you just need to like try to maybe not get wastelanded. It's a wasteland, and I think I'm gonna save the. Oh, hold on a second. I mean, I guess again I can still play this guy, but then I'm not gonna have Metalcraft. So no, I think I just have to pass. Yeah, let's see what they do first. Maybe draw Saga and then like no rod. Okay, yeah. It's a bit of Fleshraker. So if I had to resolve Fleshraker last turn, that's a very good draw. Please don't have counter magic for this. It appears that they do. All right, force negation. Okay, I guess now the worst thing would be like a meltdown, because I'm basically 12, right? Patty theft. Oh, okay, then yeah. All right, I think maybe. Let's name Wasteland again. What can I do here? So I think I have to draw another Glaring Fleshraker or a Saga. Saga might be too slow, right? Because I'm already at 9 life. Another DRC. Okay, that is a Saga. So if I take... does it even make sense for me to play any spells? No, because I only have 1 artifact, right? So I can... Okay, I'm going to play my 0 drops. Because if they have a meltdown, I'm just dead anyways. The other option would be to play the 1 ring to get the protection from the ring, but then I go to 7 and tap. Maybe makes sense. I don't know, let me see. Does it make sense? Mystic Forge is not great. So like the 1 ring, I don't take a lot of damage. Then I swing for 6, and then my next turn I can because then I can't tap to make tokens. So I just have to cross my fingers here. They also have Brazen Bar too. Like they can maybe cast this turn. Nice. I'm gonna take 6. Need to draw a land that doesn't punish me. Okay, they have a Lightning Bolt. All right. Is there any reason for me to bring Leylines and stop them from doing that? But I don't think so. Oh, this is a fast hand. I'm gonna go with that. And if I get Metalcraft, this thing will make 2 mana. Okay. Yeah. All right. I guess as long as I don't get Wasteland on turn 1, it's a bauble. All right, it's a Wasteland. So I guess I need to draw a Soul Land. All right, so we cast this thing. Actually okay with that for now, as long as they don't start killing me. Oh, perfect. Please resolve. All right, sweet. Untap this. Still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm getting a Karn, but what is Karn gonna do? I could get a Mystic Forge. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because then if something goes really bad, I still have another plan. If everything goes well, then I can lattice them. Can I lattice them? I don't know. I'm just pondering. Okay. I always think about getting Liquimetal Coating, but then if Coating gets, I don't know, if Karn dies and it doesn't do anything, so there's only make 1 mana anyways. All right, so let's untap this. There's only or yeah, it's just go up. All right. So if I had got the Liquimetal Coating, I could just force negation there too. So DRC. Okay. I can get Tormod's Crypt and make these things into 1/1s. Ensnaring Bridge. I'm trying to win the game. Nah, I think it's burn that. This makes 2 mana. Can exile one of their things. So exile a creature and can make a token. No, exile target card in the graveyard. Right, they only have 1 artifact there. Yeah. Okay, so creature and this. There's a Lotus Petal there too. Okay. I'll play Petal. Is it Urza Saga? No, I guess I just have to pass.
All right. I mean, it's a 1/1. I'm at third. Core Steel Cutter. Okay. I mean, they could kill Karn, I guess, would be annoying, but if I get to untap with Mystic Forge and this much mana. Oh, sweet. All right, cool. Caught me like in the middle of my thought. So yeah, 4/1 with Mystic Forge. Deck felt pretty good. Didn't get to play against some of the, I guess we did get paired against Lens. Lens just won an event in Spain called Impact Returns. So I actually expected to see Lens in this league. I didn't say anything, but also the videos are supposed to be kind of like, not evergreen, but like, you don't want to like put a timestamp on the video, but when I'm recording this, the Impact Returns just happened, and there was a deck that won. It was lands, so I expected to see some kind of lands deck in this league. And yeah, the deck felt really good. There is some versions that run one copy of the new Ugin. I think I saw one copy, one list that was playing 2. Sideboard, I think this kind of like seems to be the one that I've been seeing people playing. So like I said, there is some variations of the deck you can play. I think the Candelabra, so far it hasn't been good to me. I played one more league that was not on stream or recorded, and I think Candelabra came into play a couple of times and it didn't really do anything. So I'm not really sure if I should have this card in the deck, to be honest. I obviously know how it can be explosive, like with versus Tower. If it's with Planar Nexus, you can maybe make multiple tokens with Saga if you can elaborate in play, like Workshop, of course. I get that part, but I don't know if that's the meta for this. I think if we're playing, if people are back to playing up the beanstalk type of decks, that you have more time to, I don't know, quote unquote, like grindy games. I don't think there's any grindy games right now. Like I think games are over a little faster than that. But yeah, this was pretty fun. I have some of these cards on my cart right now to buy them, and so it is a deck that I'm considering for some of the paper events I'm gonna play soonish. If you feel like Legacy, if you like Premodern, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. Leave any comments below, especially for something like this. If there's any cards that you would maybe want to swap for something else. Like I said, there's a Ugin, Candelabra of Tawnos, like felt like I think the sideboard could also probably have some other different configuration. If you have any thoughts, just leave comments below. I love to read comments on the decks that I play. I definitely take those ideas to heart, and I consider them for the decks I play. So yeah, and I'll see you guys next time.